Welcome into the Lakers Report by Chat Sports. Jeffrey Cooperstein here with y'all. Hope everyone is enjoying their week. The Lakers did fall to 0-1 on the season, losing to the Golden State Warriors by 10 points. And on today's show, we're going to take a look at some things that the Lakers have to fix before their next game if they want to have a successful season here in 2025-26. I'll give you a hint. I still think the Lakers are going to have a good season, and they lost to a good team in the Golden State Warriors, but they have to fix these things if they want to be true contenders. Before we get into it, though, subscribe for Lakers news and rumors. Hit that sub button if you're about the purple and gold. We'll have you covered all season with the latest Lakers news, rumors, analysis, and maybe even do some live watch parties as well if you guys are about it. So hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video with anybody you know that if they're a Lakers fan. If they're not a Lakers fan, let them know so they can be more informed about their enemy. We love all of our haters and losers here at the Lakers Report regardless. All right, let's get into some Lakers takeaway here. Number one, Luka Doncic is awesome. He is awesome, and he is an absolute bright spot for this Lakers team. And yeah, this really isn't breaking news. Like, this is stuff we already knew. We know how special Luka Doncic is, and he put that on display in Game 1 for the Los Angeles Lakers. He played in 42 minutes, which was incredible given how much he played in the offseason and his body transformation, and he really didn't play much in the preseason. I believe he only ended up playing one game in preseason, but he finished the game with 43 points, 12 rebounds, 9 assists, 17 of 27 from the field, and 2 of 10 from 3. Now, obviously, the 3-point percentage is not something that you're going to look at and say, wow, that's awesome. But what I'll tell you is this. Luka always starts slow from 3-point range. It does take him a while to get his legs under him, and he usually starts out seasons shooting slow and bad from 3. And once he gets his legs under him, once he ends up playing a couple of games, Luka will end up being just fine. Like, he's not someone that is going to shoot 20% from 3 the entire season. He's a little streaky from 3. There will be times where he's shooting 50% from 3 in his last 5 games, and there will be times where he's shooting less than 30% from 3 in his last 5 games. You're just going to have to live with that if you're the Lakers and you're Luka. You know those shots are going to fall, but he always starts out a little bit slow, whether it's the first game of the season, whether he's coming back from injury. Luka just has to get his legs under him, and he will be just fine. And look, he did end up playing 43 minutes in that game. So I do think that the Lakers will end up being just fine here. So that's my number one takeaway, is that Luka is absolutely awesome. You have nothing to worry about there if you are a Los Angeles Lakers fan. Something that you do need to worry about, though. You need better third quarters. The Lakers were outscored by 10 in the third quarter. I believe it was 35-25. You just have to have better third quarters from the Lakers. The third quarter is an underrated aspect of a basketball game because it's the first quarter, obviously, coming out of the second half. And whether or not you are up or down, you have a chance to either further establish your lead or a chance to eat into the opposing team's lead. And if you come out firing in the third quarter, like, the fans are still getting their popcorn. They're still getting back to their seats. Not everyone is super energized in the game. So if you can come out firing in that third quarter and just really throw a haymaker to the other team, that is something that the Lakers really need to take advantage of. This was a problem for them last season, starting out slow in second halves, and they can't afford to let that be a problem going forward. They have to be better coming out of the half. And I have no doubt they will. I think JJ Redick knows that that's a problem for his team, and they're going to identify it and try to figure out how they can combat it. Now, how do you combat it? Do you come out in the third quarter with a different starting 5? Do you play a little full court press when you come out of the third quarter? Like, what are some things that you can do for the Lakers to be more effective coming out of the halftime break? That's something that they have to work on, and that's something that JJ Redick needs to figure out here early in the season. Number 3, and this is by far the biggest one. Who's going to score? Who's going to score for this team? You had Luka with 43. That's great, to go along with 9 assists. You had Austin Reeves with 26. That's great. Then your third leading scorer, DeAndre Ayton, with just 10. This team is not going to be able to score the basketball without LeBron James. And it's pretty scary if we're being honest. Like, we know Luka's going to get buckets. We know AR-15 is going to get buckets. We know LeBron James is going to get buckets. Who outside of that is going to step up and score? Like, Do you have to give DeAndre Ayton more paint touches to just try to find some offense somewhere else? Because what if Luka had 43 last night and you lost by 10? What if Luka has 33? Are you getting blown out by 20 every night if your star player is averaging 34 a night? It's a problem, and they have to figure something out quick. I don't know who it's going to be like. Is it going to be Rui Hachimura? Is it going to be the likes of Gabe Vincent, who got the start, in game one? Like, who is it going to be? They've got to find somebody, and the person who I think it might be, and call me crazy. You guys can call me crazy if you want. It might be the guy who got a DNP in game one, Dalton Knecht. Dalton Knecht is a natural scorer. The Lakers lack scoring. What is the solution? Bring the natural scorer in to provide scoring. I think it's a pretty natural solution. I know the Lakers and Dalton Knecht right now do not have a very good relationship. They literally traded him for Mark Williams before the trade ended up getting nixed, and Knecht had to end up coming back. But man, they got to figure something out, or they're going to be one of the worst offensive teams in the league with the best offensive player in the league in Luka. 43-9, and you're still losing by double digits. Simply unacceptable, in my opinion. Got to figure something out there. This will be today's pin question. Name someone who needs to step up for the Lakers. Let me know down in the comments. Is it Rui Hachimura? Is it DeAndre Ayton? Is it Marcus Smart? Let me know down in the comment section who you think needs to step up for the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm going to go with Rui Hachimura. I think he's the one in the contract here. Rui, you have to figure it out. Today's show is sponsored by PrizePicks, where you and I make decisions every single day, but on PrizePicks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this basketball season on PrizePicks, where it is good to be right. And one of my favorite new features on PrizePicks is they're the only app that offers stacks, meaning you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. If you want to pick the more on Luka Doncic points, rebounds, and assists, you can do that in the same lineup only on PrizePicks. You can also follow other PrizePicks players directly on the app and copy their lineups in one click. Whether it's a friend, a celebrity partner, or just someone whose picks you like, maybe my own. Hit the follow button and check out every lineup they create in the new feed tab on PrizePicks. We absolutely love PrizePicks here at Chat Sports, and I do have a football projection for you guys, where I'm going to take the more on Bijan Robinson, and I'm also going to take the less on Tua and the more on Jalen Waddle. So you can copy my picks, or you can make picks of your own. Just please make sure you do it with our friends over at PrizePicks. Download the PrizePicks app today and use code CLNS to get a $50 bonus when you play your first $5 lineup. One more time, that is code CLNS to get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks. It is good to be right. That link will be in the comments and description of today's show. Shout out to PrizePicks for sponsoring this episode of the Lakers Report. We are super excited to have them on board for this basketball season. All right, takeaway number 4, and this is also a major problem with the Los Angeles Lakers. Too many freaking turnovers, man. 19 turnovers in the first game. And I know Golden State plays a pretty aggressive style of defense to where they maybe are a little bit more up in your face than other teams might be, and that absolutely causes turnovers. But if you're not going to have a scoring option outside of Luka and Austin Reeves, then you can't turn the ball over. You have to have as many opportunities to score the ball as possible. 19 turnovers, simply not good enough. You gotta be like less than 10 almost in order for the Lakers to have a chance to win on any given night. This team has to take care of the basketball, and that does start with Luka as well. Luka I thought he had an okay game turnovers wise in this previous game, but he's going to have to continue that all throughout the season, and he's going to be asked to do a lot, obviously, with the ball in his hands. Like, his usage rate when LeBron is out is going to be through the roof. Like, it's going to be somewhere near 35, 36%, and I get that turnovers will come with that, but he's got to take care of the ball as much as he can, and then when the ball is out of his hands, those guys just simply have to hang on to it. Don't throw it into passing lanes where it could get deflected. Just don't put the ball in harm's way. Be a bus driver quarterback type that you would in the NFL and take care of the basketball. That will drive JJ Redick crazy. That will drive Lakers fans out of their minds if this team continues to turn it over 19 times a game. That just can't happen. And then the final one, and this one's kind of obvious. It's just game 1. You got 81 of these left. You have plenty of time for this team to round into championship form. JJ Redick's mantra for this season is championship shape, championship focus. I think the Lakers will round into form eventually. They will find their footing, and they will be one of the best teams here in the Western Conference. It was just an ugly performance in Game 1, and I think they have a chance to bounce back tomorrow night, and they can find a way to go 1-1 and then just take it one game at a time. They can improve on the things they need to improve on. They can build on the things they did well, and they can go from there. I have no doubts that this team is going to be good, and they're going to be heavily featured in the playoff picture. You just got to take care of the basketball. You got to find a third scorer, and you got to be better in the third quarter. You guys tell me down in the comment section, what is your biggest takeaway from Game 1? Is it the turnovers? Is it Luka? Is it Reeves? Let me know down in the comments, whatever the case may be, what your takeaway is from Game 1. And that will do it for today's show, guys. Appreciate you for tuning into the Lakers Report by Chat Sports. And as always, we will have you covered with all things Lakers. So hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up icon if you haven't already, and we'll see you soon here on the channel.